Hi everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. We are covering class 10's important 5 mark or 3 mark questions, and in today's video let us see one important theorem in triangles which is something which you have to know. Okay, and by the end of this video, even if you have any kind of a confusion, I'm sure you will have a very clear clarity on this BPT. Okay, so the theorem is nothing but it's called basic proportionality theorem or BPT or Thales theorem. What is the statement? The statement is, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides, then it divides the two sides in the same ratio. So suppose you have your triangle ABC and you have a line which is drawn, that is DE is parallel to BC, and DE intersects two sides of the triangle, that is AB and AC. Then it divides the two sides in the same ratio, that is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So the BPT or basic proportionality theorem is nothing but it just states that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle and this line intersects the other two sides, then it divides the two sides in the same ratio. Okay, so let us write what is given, what we have to prove, and there is a small construction as well. Okay, so the very first thing is writing what is given. Okay, given is triangle ABC where DE is parallel to BC, and to prove AD by the ratio AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay, construction. You have to join B and E, join BE and CD. Okay, so we're just going to join BE and your CD. Also draw two perpendiculars from E. So draw, say D. From D you have to draw a perpendicular onto AC. Okay, so let it be DM, and from E also you will have to draw a perpendicular onto AB. So these two are perpendiculars. Okay, so let this be N. So you have to write draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB. Right? Now let us start writing the proof. Okay. For the proof, the first triangle that you have to take, the first two triangles that you have to take is, one is triangle ADE and the other triangle is BDE. Remember it. Okay, ADE and BDE. So it is nothing but the area of this triangle ADE equal to half into base, that is AD, into height, that is EN. Okay, let us write that. So area of triangle ADE equal to half into base into height. What is the base of ADE? I am just going to write half into AD is the base and the height is nothing but your EN. EN is the height. Okay, in this is the base and height is EN. Similarly, area of the triangle BDE. Again, half into, what is the base? The base is nothing but your BD into height is nothing but your perpendicular, which is again for even this triangle, the height is nothing but your perpendicular, which is nothing but your EN. Okay, so let this be 1 and let this be equation 2. Okay, now let us divide 1 by 2. Okay, 1 divided by 2. So what do you get? Area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle BDE is equal to your half into AD multiplied by EN divided by half into half multiplied by BD into EN. Okay, so here you have EN gets cancelled, half gets cancelled, so this is nothing but your AD by BD. Yeah, so this is, let this be equation A. Okay, so we have finished one side of it. Now let us go to the other side. Okay, here you have to take the two other triangles, which is ADE, and you have to take DEC. Okay, these two triangles. Okay, so let's do it. Again, area of triangle ADE is equal to half into base into height. Half into base into height equal to half multiplied by, what is the base? Here in this side, the base is nothing but AE and the perpendicular is DM or MD. Okay, AE into DM, half into AE into DM. Okay, so this is one. The next triangle is nothing but your DEC. This is your base, and again this is your height. DM is your height. So half into EC into DM. Okay, so area of your triangle DEC. Look at it. Triangle DEC, half into EC into DM. Half into, okay, half into EC into DM. So let this be equation, probably I'll take this as equation 3 and 4. Okay, so this is because you already have written 1 and 2, so here this is 3 and 4. Now equation 3 divided by 4, you will get area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DEC. Just divide LHS and RHS, equal to half into AE multiplied by DM divided by half into EC into DM. So DM gets cancelled, half gets cancelled. What is left is AE by AC. Okay, now let this be equation B. Right, now if you see both your triangle BDE and your DEC, right, these two triangles have a common base, which is DE, and both of these triangles are between the two parallel lines, right, DE and BC. Therefore the area of BDE is equal to area of triangle DEC. Okay, so let me write it. Since triangle BDE and triangle, see, look at the two triangles BDE and DEC. Okay, these two triangles have a common base DE. Okay, and triangle DEC have a common base DE and lie between the same parallel lines DE and BC. Therefore these two triangles are the same. That is, triangle, the area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle DEC. Okay, so therefore if you take these from A and B, if you see, this is your A and this is your B, BDE is equal to DEC, both are the same, right? So let us just say this is equal to this. Okay, So area, therefore the area of triangle, this one, okay, ADE by BDE, therefore the area of triangle ADE divided by BDE is equal to this one, ADE by DEC. Okay, so is equal to, let me just paste it, these two triangles are equal. Okay, so from equation A and B, right? Therefore, which implies what is ADE by BDE equal to? AD by BD equal to AE by EC. So that's all you have to write. Therefore, AD by DB equal to AE by EC. This is what you have to prove. Hence proved. Okay. Let me tell you once again. So if you're asked to prove basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, first of all, what you have to do is write the statement. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides, then it divides the two sides in the same ratio. You are given ABC is a triangle, you have to draw it, and DE is parallel to your BC. You have to prove that AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Okay, so for that you have to do a construction which is join BE and CD, draw a perpendicular DM perpendicular to AC, and draw EN perpendicular to AB. And then take these two triangles ADE and BDE. Okay, in ADE, half base into height, half into AD into EN. In the second triangle BDE also, half into DB into EN. These one, and then do 1 divided by 2. Okay, ADE divided by BDE, half will get cancelled, EN will get cancelled. What remains is AD by DB. After that, take the other side of the triangle, that is ADE and DEC. The same way, half into base into height. So half into AE into MD or DM, and half into EC into DM. Again, okay, so that's what this is. Half into AE into DM, half into EC. 3 divided by 4, you are taking area of triangle ADE by DEC. Okay, ADE by DEC. What will you get after everything gets cancelled? Half of DM gets cancelled. You get AE by EC. Now, since both these triangles, that is BDE and DEC, they have a common base DE and they lie between the same parallel lines. Therefore, BDE equal to DEC. Okay, so that's what. And hence from A and B you can just equate it. It's the same, ADE by BDE equal to ADE by DEC, which also means AD by DB equal to AE by EC. Hence proved. So this is very, very important, and you have a lot of questions based on this. But in case if you are asked to prove it, make sure you write the statement, you draw the diagram, and you write all of these steps. Okay, so hope you understood. If you have any doubts or if it is clear, please do write it in the comment so that I understand that my video has helped you. If you are in class 10th, okay, and even if you are in class 9th and if you are watching this video, it will definitely be helpful. Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video. Please do subscribe and please do share it with your friends. Thank you. Happy learning.